Yes, sir, Matt Peck. 29-0 the DePere Redbirds are, and 27-2 the Arrowhead Warhawks are. Coming into this game, DePere, the force of the Division One, 29th ranked nationally by Max Preps. What a way to end the day here tonight here between two Division One teams, hard-earned. Arrowhead as well, a really good team that can shoot, play defense, body on in the paint, and DePere, they're just well-rounded all around as well. So it should be a really fun matchup tonight here. Just a little bit under 6 minutes left to go before tip-off here. A little bit of a late start after the Division II final ceremony. Can you hear me good? Matt Peck, you got anything to add to that?
Hit my thing on mute.
Here, a little bit of technical difficulties with Matt Peck right now, but we will take a 2 to 3 minute game break here as the tip-off will be underway. We'll introduce lineups when we come back after these messages.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
If only a damn Wi-Fi would work.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the Game Mic app. It allows anyone to create and broadcast at any time.
What games can I call?
Any youth sporting event. You can even share it out with family and friends so they can listen in.
That sounds great. I'll download today.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Reeves.
Test. Wait. My thing is...
Live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mic today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic.
Max Preps is America's source for
Test one again.
and we're looking for more broadcasters
Test.
that have an interest in providing live audio.
Talk to that a little bit.
No
Test.
experience needed, but it can
Oh,
all
yeah.
game. Email social MP at
Test.
cbsinteractive.com.
Test.
That's
All right.
social MP at cbsinteractive.com.
Yes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Madison, Wisconsin right now, where we have DePere and Arrowhead playing each other tonight. DePere being 29-0, ranked once again 29th by Max Preps in the nation, against Arrowhead, who is 27-2. Anticipated to be a really good game tonight. Let's talk about some few players we need to focus on here. For Arrowhead, we got to talk about Austin Virel, Mac Recchi, Bennett Bassage, and Jace Gilbert. For DePere, we got to talk about John Kinziger, Will Hornseth, and Zach Kinziger, who are known to be three really good big players right now for Arrowhead. So it's going to be a really nice, tough, fought game tonight here in Madison, Wisconsin. I'm excited to go through this. It's our last high school basketball broadcast tonight for basketball.
Yes, it is indeed. I'm really excited to get this one underway here. DePere, can they finish their season undefeated? Like, what is your thought on that, Matt Peck?
Well, what they have to do tonight is they got to play a little bit better than they did last night, because the way they played last night was not a good way, because what happened was they stayed really close with a really struggling Kettle Moraine team, which ended up like catching up to it. At one point, Kettle Moraine went up by 2, which was actually kind of insane to think about, but it actually ended up happening. But then it ended up turning into the point where they kind of just ran away with it. But Arrowhead's a different team. Jace Gilbert last night was hard to stop. It's going to be one of those nights again where he could be very hard to stop again. And it could turn into a big problem for DePere. I can't even think of their name. But this stadium is going to be loud tonight here in Madison.
Oh yeah, it's been electric all day today here.
Yeah.
Both crowds, Arrowhead and DePere, both packed for the final game here of the Division I state tournament. The Division I game coming up next. DePere, number 1 ranked in the state, and number 2 ranked Arrowhead back for the starting lineups and the start of the game after these messages.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
I really want to be a sports broadcaster, but not sure how to get started.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the Game Mic app. It allows anyone to create and broadcast at any time.
What games can I call?
Any youth sporting event. You can even share it out with family and friends so they can listen in.
That sounds great. I'll download today.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mic. Thank you for listening in. Game Mic was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mic today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WIA Boys Division I State Championship game between the number 1 ranked DePere Redbirds taking on the number 2 ranked in the state Arrowhead Warhawks. I'm Elijah Vanxalata alongside Matt Peck here tonight. We've got ourselves our final basketball broadcast here tonight. It should be a fun one. Top 2 teams.
I'd like to shout the fellow broadcasters that are with us tonight. ESPN Beaver Dam, Bayport Radio. Lots more down there. I'd like to know who they are, but lots of great broadcasts. I'm going to remind you guys of some ads tonight.
Okay. All right, let's go through the starting lineups, ladies and gentlemen. First for the number 2 ranked Arrowhead Warhawks. At guard, number 2, Alex Kramer. The other guard, number 3, Austin Villarreal. At guard, number 4, senior Mac Recchi. At guard, number 14, Bennett Basic Jr. Junior 4, number 24, Jace Gilbert. And for DePere, Got guard John Kinzinger. At the other guard, Jack Kinzinger. At the forward, Gabe Herman, number 2. And at the last forwards, Hogan Domowski and Will Hornseth. Tip-off underway here as Arrowhead wins the tip-off here. They take it off the floor. We are beginning this game. Last game of that championship game. Both crowds electric. We are as well here at the Max Preps table here in the stands.
What do you mean? I just got out of bed.
Yeah, the crowd sound like a soccer crowd right now. Oh, the ball's tipped. Hornseth forces a turnover and DePere gets the ball right back.
Okay, so if you're DePere, what you got to do right now is get your biggest man in the paint. Okay, Jace Gilbert's going to be an awesome defender out there. You're going to have to try to find a way to fight him tonight. But at first, who was it? Nina was doing a good job of it, but then as it got later in the game, they did not do a good job of it. So now what you got to do is or else get someone wide open by the three-point line. DePere does a good job shooting threes as well.
It's at the top of the key. Gabe Herman in the paint. John Kinzinger, left hand lift is good. 2-0 start for the DePere Redbirds, the number 1 team ranked in state, number 29th ranked in the country according to Max Preps. Minute gone by here in the game so far. Electric crowd here. What a weekend for the WI State basketball tournament. Foul on the ground called here. Bennett Basics drives in. Domowski here for DePere on this foul. That's his first.
So what you got to do?
Go ahead.
So what you got to do is get Jace Gilbert in the.
Oh no! Forced turnover by DePere.
Never mind.
In. Hornseth gets fouled by Jace Gilbert. What a forced turnover by Will Hornseth, the senior forward. It's an on the ground foul here. First foul committed by Arrowhead. You can't do that chance out for DePere.
Number 2 in the corner right there. Wide. He was just wide open. Oh,
good defense by Vija Real as Zach Kinzinger can't finish that one. Take it up the floor. Bennett Basic driving in. Vija Real, the leading scorer for Arrowhead, passes it out to the right baseline. Top of the key, 3-point. Mac Recchi off the front rim, no good. Rebound by DePere. Take it up the floor.
Recchi wanted that one. I could tell he just shook himself right after that one. He's like, we needed that one to take the early lead on DePere.
Zach Kinzinger to Gabe Herman, swinging over to the right wing. In the paint, Hornseth loses the ball out of bounds and it's going right back to Arrowhead and an early turnover for DePere. 2-0. DePere leads over Arrowhead. 16-11 left here to go in the first half. Good start to the game here on both ends of the floor defensively.
Run a spin with Jace Gilbert. The way he bodies guys.
Yep, here they are.
He's standing by the three-point line. He needs to take it in or stand in the paint, get someone there. Oh!
Basic, deep 3, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound by Kramer. Kramer passes it. Gilbert in the paint, lays it in. Tied up at 2. Arrowhead gets one to go. 15:45 left to go in the first half. Arrowhead gets their first basket of the Division I state championship game. Driving in the paint, John Kinzinger, 3-point shot. Hornseth, rims out. Rebounded by Bennett Basic.
Hornseth too on the year, averaging 16 points a game. He hits a lot of threes too. He wants the chance to get there and get that shot too. He was really hoping for that one too.
Mac Recchi in the paint, off the glass, lays it in. Arrowhead takes the lead, 4-2. Mac Recchi, another factor for this Arrowhead team as well, averaging 17.7 points per game, the second leading scorer on the team. What does DePere have to respond right now? Will Hornseth on the right wing, looking for a screen, gets it to the top of the key. That's Zach Kinzinger. Kinzinger back to his brother, John Kinzinger, the senior. To the left side, Hogan Domowski. Hornseth at the free throw line, passes back to the top of the key. Kinzinger. Moving the ball around really well. Good defense by Arrowhead. Top of the key. Zach Kinzinger has the ball at the top. Pump fakes. Left to the left wing. Driving in. Hornseth, mid-range. Jay. Rims out. Rebounded by Arrowhead. Good defensive stop by them. Taking up the floor. Alex Kramer now. Both crowds getting into it.
DePere's trying to distract them behind there. Arrowhead even had their athletic director reading a chant earlier.
Yep.
That'd be huge if Arrowhead could somehow get a guy wide open for a 3, but chances that
Kramer, mid-range jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Jace Gilbert in the paint. That's the pattern we saw last night in the state semifinal to help him win.
How about this? Arrowhead #1 in the Milwaukee area. DePere #1, obviously, in the Green Bay area. So Milwaukee versus Green Bay All-Stars going on. Let's just call that tonight.
Jace Gilbert putting a body on Hornseth. Up with his right hand. Layup is good! Using his body. Jace Gilbert, just like we saw last night. Going at it again. 6-2 Arrowhead lead. 13:30 left here to go in the first half. Arrowhead slowly getting their offense going right now. What can DePere break through their defense? Hornseth drives in, gets fouled, good contact in the paint. Foul on Jace Gilbert, that's a second foul.
Questionable call, but I think in the situation he was, as he was fading away, hit on the arm, and that's why the contact was called with the foul.
6-2 Arrowhead leads over #1 ranked DePere in the Division I state championship game. First free throw up by Hornseth. No good.
My
Will
Lord.
Hornseth. He's a 65% free throw shooter on the year, so he's average.
So Will Hornseth in that situation cannot miss that free throw, and here's the reason why I can tell you that right now. DePere is always starting out struggling right now. They're not able to make shots. They need to be able to make their free throws when they get a chance when they're fouled.
Oh,
my
Hornseth missed
goodness.
another one off the front
Wow.
rim. And now Arrowhead still has a 4-point lead here. 6-2 lead. In the paint, Basic off the glass, lays it in. 8-2 Arrowhead. It's been all them to start in the paint, and their defense has been phenomenal to start this one. John Kinzinger, the star captain of the team, committed to ISU for college. What has he got here? One of the best basketball players in the country. Block! Shot by Bennett Basic! Oh my goodness! But I think they called a foul.
I tell you right there, that's one of the best things I've seen all day. Going up with a shot, blocked, done. That's what you got to call right there. Even though he's getting free throws out of it, it don't matter. That was a heck of a block, I'll say that right there.
I tell you what, Arrowhead is hungry for this state championship.
Arrowhead wants it. DePere fell a game short last year, losing to Menominee Falls in the sectional final. They're finally here, and they're 29-0. They want this too.
Oh
my goodness.
Kinzinger missed the free throw now.
3.
How about that? John Kinzinger, a 94% free throw shooter, missed it.
Looking at the scoreboard right now, DePere is 0 for 3 today on free throws. It is insane.
Kinzinger knocks down the second free throw. 8-3 now. A TV timeout called on the floor here. 8-3. 8-3 leads over DePere. 12:55 left here to go in the first half. We will take a quick game break after these messages.
Hey, I got this.
Wait, what? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 8-3 start here, #2 Arrowhead over the DePere Redhawks, #1 ranked in state. Game here at the Kohl Center in Wisconsin to finish it off here tonight. Here, Arrowhead off to a really good start in the paint, driving, putting some really good physical defense at Bennett Basic and his physical toughness on their team. It's been an amazing weekend for us here. We're getting the opportunity to represent Max Preps here at the Kohl Center here in Madison. Anyways, we're starting it back here. Arrowhead has the ball, taking up the court. Arrowhead taking up the floor is Bennett Basic. Basic taking up the left wing, driving in the paint, loses the ball, and it stays with DePere. I'm not sure about that call though. That was a pretty questionable one. Substitution coming in here for DePere. Price Gregory coming in here, the sophomore, 6'5". Driving in the paint, Bennett Basic with his right hand, over 2 men, no good. Rebounded though by Sexton. Sexton can't get it, and DePere gives the rebound right back. Taking up the floor now. Will Hornseth setting the screen here. John Kinzinger to his brother, Zach Kinzinger. Back to John Kinzinger now. Over to the right wing. Kinsinger. John Kinsinger drives. Crossover, step back. Making him go dancing. He made him fall 6-8. And then
that's the thing DePere needed to wake up with. That nice 3-point shot there. Nice step back too right there. Showed me kind of a Jason Tatum right there.
Oh yeah, John Kinsinger has all 6 points for DePere, and the forced turnover there. DePere forces one. They got some momentum right now. 6-8, they trail. John Kinsinger drives to the left wing to his brother Zach Kinsinger driving to the paint. Shot forward for the foul called. Villarreal or Garrett Sexton with the foul. I don't know.
Wait a second.
I don't know. What do we think, Matt Peck?
That's questionable. Oh! That's kind of tough because it kind of went on the bottom of the hand. It could be called a foul, but he got kind of the ball
chance
too.
Coming out for Arrowhead. Zach Kinsinger at the line here. 84% from the line. First one toilet pulls in. It's been all the Kinsinger brothers scoring for DePere right now.
And their dad is the assistant coach of DePere as well, so he's probably very proud of him right now. They're taking over this whole team.
For sure. Second free throw by Zach Kinsinger. It's good. We're tied up at 8. 11:46 left there to go in the first half. DePere against Arrowhead, top 2 teams in the state. In the Division I championship game, Alex Freeman throws it out of bounds, and it's going right back to DePere. They've got all the momentum right now.
So that's kind of what's going to screw. That's going to screw Arrowhead now because in a way, you had a nice lead, 8-2. Now you're on the verge of ruining it. You're on the verge of giving DePere the lead now. DePere's got good ball.
Mid-range jumper, rims out. He's been hot tonight. The ball goes right back to Arrowhead as it goes out of bounds.
Tough call, I gotta say there. It's one of those tough things because I gotta say that it hit both guys' hands, but I also think that it was the right call. I think that ball, it should be Arrowhead's ball, which it is right now.
DePere fans booing right now. Villarreal drives for Arrowhead. Step back jumper, pure. 10-8 Arrowhead. Villarreal gets his first points of the game, the leading scorer for Arrowhead. 11 minutes left here to go in the first half. 8-10. Arrowhead leads. Zach Kinsinger to the top of the key. John Kinsinger. Kinsinger brothers passing it back and forth. At the top of the key now, Will Hornseth. Over to number 24, Ethan Ramos. Passing it back to Hornseth. Back to Ramos on the right wing. To the paint. Hornseth can't control it, and it goes right out of bounds, and the bounce pass. Arrowhead will take the ball. Trip Walls checking in for Arrowhead. And a TV timeout being called here. 8-10, Arrowhead leads over DePere. 10:39 left here to go in the first half. Matt Peck, you got some ads for us?
Yes, we got some ads for you. So currently the WIA is obviously looking for officials like every other sports organization for high school or anywhere Little League organization in the country. But by now you've probably heard about the shortage of licensed officials for a number of high school sports in Wisconsin and nationwide. We owe a debt of gratitude to those who have committed their time and effort to ensure we are able to sustain education-based athletics, because without officials, there are no games. If you have what it takes to make the right call, and let's be honest, you know who you are, don't put it off. Let's get you licensed and the exciting and the active role of officiating. It's also a great way to earn a few more dollars. Access to the officials tab at the top of the WIA website at WIA.org to get started. A message from station and the WIA keeping the education in sports. Looking forward today. Another thing I got to focus on today is 2 Oak Creek High School students going to edit for the state broadcast today, which is all amazing to go edit. Thanks for their support over there with the retweets and all of that. We've seen Arrowhead a handful of times this year. It's actually our only game that got on CBSSports.com this year when they played Muskego. Both teams coming in that game 6-0. I think it was about a week before Christmas at that time. So now we're going to come back out here, back to Elijah as the game resumes.
10-8 Arrowhead, number 2 ranked in the state against number 1 ranked DePere. 10-8 lead over DePere right now. 10:33 left to go in the first half of this Division I state championship game. Who wants it more? Villarreal driving in the paint. Spin move. That's been a shot. He missed it. Very heavily contested by John Kinsinger. DePere takes it over though. Ball chance in the background right now.
Air ball. Gotta love those chants. I'm sick of hearing that chant. I've heard it all day already. from last game, especially. Yeah.
After all season. I don't know what you're talking
I
about
don't know
now.
what I'm talking.
Zach Kinzinger on the right post, the right wing now, back to Kinzinger.
Oh.
To the left side, Ramos, the senior, back to Zach Kinzinger, to his brother John Kinzinger. Kinzinger gets a screen from Ramos on the right side. Kinzinger, crossover, step back. 9:40 left to go in the first half. He's finding guy Hornseth in the paint. Trip Walsh got him. Will Hornseth, layup, can't finish, gets his own rebound, gets the putback. We're tied up at 10. And that's just the physical toughness of Will Hornseth, just like Jace Gilbert on Arrowhead.
The famous phrase they always say, 10-10.
Yep. 10-10 at night, yep. Don't give me a hard time later tonight, Matt Peck.
Yeah,
we got to drive home back to Milwaukee.
Oh,
What a layup by Trip Walsh. That's Bennett Basic with his 4th point of the game. 12-10, Arrowhead leads now. 9:08 left to go in the first half. Very good, tight lead first half. Mid-range jumper. Rims out by Zach Kinzinger. Rebounded by Hornseth. Physical guys. Just being tangled up. Bennett Basic is hype right now. And it's a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with DePere. They'll keep the ball with 8:59 left to go in the first half.
They didn't take that one real well. He kind of went at him on that one. He was like, you want to mess with me? We're going to have problems. That's what kind of happened.
I love the physical toughness of Bennett Basic. He's like a Bobby Portis type energy guy on their team.
Wisconsin high school basketball. Gotta love it. Not one of the most popular in the country, but well known in the state.
Exactly. Taking off the floor here now. Zach Kinzinger. Top of the key, number 10. Hogan Domofsky. Domofsky passes it over to Herman. This is Gabe Herman. The guard. Finds Will Hornseth. Zach Kinzinger, 3. No good. Oh my goodness. Rebound Hornseth. He's using his physical body. Gets blocked, but a foul called. Garrett Sexton. Now we got a little bit of contact on that one. And DePere will go to shoot some free throws. What were you going to say?
Questionable. Once again, one of those calls you get kind of like, it always seems like in a situation, it's always the end of the palm that gets hit.
Oh, first free throw misses way off by Will Hornseth. Hornseth, like I said again, he's only a 65% free throw shooter on the season. He's missed one already tonight. Second free throw is up. Hornseth missed it again. He's not having himself a night. Arrowhead, or DePere, 3 of 8 for free throws tonight. Not good. Taking out the floor, Mac Recchi for Arrowhead. They have a 12-10 lead. 8:20 left here to go in the first half. Alex Kramer, the guard, controlling right back. Gets a screen on the left side by Garrett Sexton. Kramer loses the ball. Stolen by John Kinzinger. Good hustle by Gregory, but it goes right back to Arrowhead.
One of those unfortunate situations right there. John Kinzinger, as he's going out of bounds, completely just falls down, and that's what he's going for the ball. So it's like one of those things where like you can't really control that, but in a way, that's what happens. As he was running for it too.
Top of the floor, in the backcourt, Alex Kinzinger taking it up the top of the. Kramer, excuse me. Passes to Bennett Basic. Spin move, mid-range jumper, contested, rims out, rebounded by Will Hornseth. Hornseth has 4 boards today. Taking up the floor. John Kinzinger out the right hand, off the glass, no good. He falls, and it's going right back to Arrowhead. They have numbers. It's a 3-on-2 right now. Taking up the floor. Sam Leone. Just checking in for the first time. The junior guard, Vija Real, loses his ball, controlling the paint, holds on to it, and bodies all over the ground. 3 of them. And there's a jump ball. Possession stays with Arrowhead. Wow, physical toughness on both sides right now.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's still 12-10. Arrowhead leads over DePere. 7:35 left to go in the first half of this championship game of Division 1. Inbounding the ball is Kramer. Passes to the top of the key. Sam Leone, jab step. To the top. Kramer. Leone now. Driving in, spin move. Leone passes it to Kramer. Mid-range, back to Leone. 3-point shot. Leone rims out. No, none of these teams have had 3s yet except for DePere.
Yeah.
Only 1.
It's one of those things. It's kind of amazing though. DePere shot 8 free throws. Arrowhead none. DePere makes their free throws, they'd be up 5 right now. I mean, be up 3 right now.
Come on, bro. Do your math. No, I'm just kidding. Taking up the floor now is Gabe Herman. Passes it over to Zach Kinziger. Will Hornseth, the big man, driving in. Spin move on the right post. Back out to the top of the key. In the paint. Loses the ball. Bad pass. And it's a turnover, and it goes right back to Arrowhead. Taking up the floor, Alex Kramer now. Kramer drives. Finds Villarreal. Austin Villarreal driving with his left hand. Step back. Off the glass. That's good. 14-10. Arrowhead leads now. 6:27 left to go in the first half. Austin Villarreal has 4 points right now. Arrowhead shooting 41% from the field, 7 of 17. DePere 3 of 11, not so good for a team that can shoot really well.
Yeah, that's pretty good. They won 29 games. They've had to have a way to somehow get here. Crazy to think you won 29 games in a row, but
3-point shot. Zach Kinziger off the front rim. Hornseth recovers it though. DePere still has the ball. Hornseth drives in, spin move off the hand, right hand off the glass. Beautiful, pretty move in the paint. Will Hornseth has 4 points here, and it's a 2-point lead for Arrowhead now. They cut the lead right in half. DePere's crowd getting loud. Listen to it right now. Alex Kramer, Villarreal, 3. No good. Rebound by DePere. Controlled by John Kinziger now. 6 points for the captain of DePere. 29-0 they are. They want to finish it. They want to finish the perfect season and undefeated. Zach Kinziger 3. Rims out. Rebounded by Garrett Sexton of Arrowhead. That would have put DePere right up on front.
Hornseth looked like he was held a little bit there going for the rebound on that, but you know, I kind of see why they bypassed it. But Hornseth going for the rebound looked like he was like pushed a little bit as he was trying to go for the ball.
Mac Recchi, contested mid-range jumper off the front rim, no good. Arrowhead 7 of 19 now from the field. DePere still 4 of 14, 29% from the field. It's not good for them. Taking up before Zach Kinziger, Will Hornseth. Hornseth drives in. He's been the best player of the team so far today. On the right corner, throws it right to the bench, and that's a costly turnover. A TV timeout will be called. Arrowhead, number 2 seed, leads the number 1 seed. DePere, 14-12, 4:46 left to go in the first half. We'll take a 30-second game break. Don't leave us here after these messages.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports.
This is where my thing
We're
gets
looking
messed
for
up.
more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live
This is when my thing gets messed up, when we go on a game break.
No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@c.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cole Center in Madison. I'm Elijah Rank-Salata alongside Matt Peck here doing the WIA Division I State Championship game. I'm live on Max Preps here. Very good defensive fight here in this final game of Boys State Basketball WIA. The three-day weekend here is concluding right here as DePere, number 1 ranked in state, 29th in the nation according to Max Preps, trailing number 2 Arrowhead here, 2nd ranked in state for Wisconsin. Been a really physical defensive fight here between both teams here. 4:46 left to go in the first half. Excited to call the rest of this game, our last basketball broadcast of the season. I'd like to thank every one of you guys who've listened in all season to us here. Couldn't have done it without you guys, the viewers. Arrowhead will be taking the ball off the floor. Alex Kramer taking it up. Kramer. Pass to Mac Recchi. Trip Walsh, top of the key. Walsh. To Kramer. Kramer being guarded tight by John Kinziger. Back to Mac. Moves over to the top of the key. Between the legs. Drive it in. Spin move. Going up. Foul called, and I don't know about that one. That was a pretty question. As first foul committed by Gabe Herman of DePere. At the line, Mac Recchi. Season. First trip to the line today. 2 points so far. First free throw's good. Austin Villarreal returning for the DePere, or for Arrowhead, as they have a 3-point lead. 4:18 left here to go in the first half. Second free throw. Rims out. Toilet bowl's out. And he goes 1 of 2 from the line. 15-12. Arrowhead leads over DePere. 4:12 left here to go in the first half. Taking up the 4. John Kinziger to the top of the key. Hogan Domofsky. Domofsky back to John Kinziger. Kinziger finds his man. Back to Domofsky again. Top of the key. John Kinziger for 3. Rims out. Trip Walsh with the rebound here. Shooting has not been good for DePere. Only 0 for 4, or 1 of 6 from deep. 4 of 15 from the field. Alex Kramer, top of the key now for Arrowhead. They're trying to extend the lead here and make DePere pay for that last 3-point shot they had. Mac Recchi, crossover. Step back at the free throw line. Mid-range jumper. Rims out. Rebounded by Gabe Herman. Taking up the floor. Fast break. Oh! Zach Kinziger almost lost his hand but recovers it. John Kinziger to the right wing. 3-point shot. Rims out! Gabe Herman misses a 3-point jumper. It's still 12-15, ladies and gentlemen, here in the state championship game. In the paint. Oh my goodness! Mac Recchi blank layup. That's just how bad this game's been going shooting-wise for both teams. Mid-range jumper. Kinziger. There we go. It's a 1-point game now. DePere cut the lead to 1. John Kinziger has 8 points in this game. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Arrowhead leads 15-14 on DePere. What do you got to add?
I like that shot selection there by DePere last time. The 3-pointers are not working, so they go in with a mid-range too.
Oh! Foul committed there. Ethan Ramos committing the foul for DePere. A TV timeout will be called on the floor here. Number 2 ranked in Division 1 Arrowhead leads number 1 ranked DePere 15-14. 2:48 left to go in the first half. Matt Peck, you want to read some more ads for us?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go with some more ads. Today's game is sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. It's time to join the Buckle Up, Phone Down movement. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation challenges all Wisconsin drivers to put safety first by taking what? Huh? I don't know. By the 2 most important actions to prevent or survive a crash. Use your seatbelt on every trip and put down the phone when driving. Buckle up and phone down on every time. Every trip, every time. What else is new in life? What else is new in life?
Nothing really new. But I'll tell you what, this game has been all defense.
Yes, it has been.
I got to give it to him. 15-14.
All defense. I like that kind of moment.
Matches for Sundays and left field atrium in Green Bay is the Birdie Place to beat shot. This is 8 points that day.
It's a 15-14 on the number 1 ranked DePere at 29th in the nation here. 2:48 left to go in the first half. Arrowhead will have the inbound the ball under the basket. They find the inbound to Mac Recchi. Back to Kramer on the left wing now. Kramer driving in. Crossover. Kramer driving in on the left post. Spins right back out to the free throw line. Bang! Mac Recchi 3. Bang! Mac Recchi gets Arrowhead their first 3-pointer of the game. They're 1 of 5 from deep. And Arrowhead's up 18-14 out in DePere. 2:23 left to go in the first half. DePere needs to get something rolling on offense right here. Nothing going well for them right now. Taking up the floor now. In the paint. Loses the ball. Ball no out of bounds. Good hustle by Garrett Sexton. The ball goes out of bounds and stays with DePere. I like that hustle by DePere though.
It's funny though because Arrow there grabbed the ball so it was going out of bounds. And then it ends up being DePere. Even though he was grabbing it thinking it was going to be his team's ball, even though it ends up being DePere's. Kind of
Gregory. Price Gregory finds Will Hornseth in the paint on the right side. Right corner, 3-point shot. Gabe Herman hits it. It's a 1-point game again, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Crunch time in the first half. 18-17. Arrowhead leads over DePere. 1:50 left to go in the first half. DePere fans student section. Riel drives in at the free throw line. Drives on the left side. Spin move. Mid-range jumper. Air ball. Good defense by John Kinziger. Kinziger taking up the floor now. John Kinziger trying to take control here. He's got 8 points leading DePere out of their 17. Kinziger, Herman, back to back. And the lead for DePere. Gabe Herman with back-to-back triples to put DePere right back on top. 1:18 left to go. The DePere faithful getting loud here. What about that, Matt Peck?
Wow. Get a shot there. Oh! Wow.
And Mac Recchi gets the bounce, and we're even up at 20 now. 1:05 left to go in the first half. John Kinziger. Fired out hot hand. Gabe Herman, number 2, in the right corner. Watch him. Back-to-back threes. Top of the key, John Kinziger. It's the left side. Price Grigori finds Hornseth on the right corner. Hornseth looking for a man. He can't find anybody. Time ticks. 42 seconds left to go. We're tied up still. Arrowhead versus DePere. Top 2 teams in the state. Division I state championship game in the closing seconds here of this first half. Driving in the paint. Zach Kinziger gets the bounce and the blow by lip. 22-20. DePere leads. 24 seconds left to go in the half. I would assume Arrowhead's going to hold it here.
Arrowhead's definitely going to hold it.
On their feet for DePere. Vijariel drives with his right hand. Loses the ball. Recovered by DePere. And a timeout called by DePere. The crowd is loud here. DePere finding the momentum. Leading 22-20. 12.1 seconds left to go. Their first timeout they're using of this game. Matt Peck, what do you like about the energy of DePere so far in the final stage of the half?
DePere students are bringing the energy. Arrowhead students are bringing energy. But DePere is all of a sudden now more so bringing the energy. It's gotten pretty loud in here. It's really insanely loud. I like it out in the Cole Center.
This is just what we expected, Matt Peck. Both sides to be intensely loud. Both sides to play physical. It's the Division I state championship game. The last game of the WIAA season for everybody. How about that?
Yeah, then this week, let's talk about this week. Track and field has already started in Wisconsin. This week, softball begins in the state of Wisconsin. And then the next week, the baseball season starts in the state of Wisconsin. So spring sports are starting to get on their way right as the last winter sport tournament is wrapping up. And yes,
10 seconds left to go in the first half. DePere, Zach Kinziger, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, gets a screen from Hornseth on the right. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, Kinziger, 3, air ball, no good. Chip Walsh sends a heave at the horn, it will be too short. 22-20 at the half, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2 ranked Arrowhead trails number 1 DePere. DePere trying to finish their season perfect as they're getting hype into the locker room as the DePere faithful cheering their team on into the locker room. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us for the second half of the Division I state championship game. We'll be back in 10 minutes after these messages for the second half of this intense Division I state championship game between the top two teams in Division.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mike allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mike.
I really want to be a sports broadcaster, but not sure how to get started.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the Game Mic app. It allows anyone to create and broadcast at any time.
What games can I call?
Any youth sporting event. You can even share it out with family and friends so they can listen in.
That sounds great. I'll download today.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mike. Thank you for listening in. Game Mike was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mike today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mike, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in to Game Mike. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mike.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic.
Have you always wanted to be a sports broadcaster but didn't know how to get started? Well, Game Mic allows you to go out and practice, just like we need to practice as athletes. You can't get better without work, so gain that experience on Game Mic.
I really want to be a sports broadcaster, but not sure how to get started.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the Game Mic app. It allows anyone to create and broadcast at any time.
What games can I call?
Any youth sporting event. You can even share it out with family and friends so they can listen in.
That sounds great. I'll download today.
Are you a parent with multiple active kids? Are you at one event while your spouse is at another? That's where Game Mic comes in, the free app that allows anyone to broadcast live audio so that people can listen on the go and feel as if they were there. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Rivas, co-founder of Game Mic. Thank you for listening in. Game Mic was built so any school, any program, any sport, anytime can create a live audio broadcast. We believe audio brings moments to life. Download Game Mic today in the app and Google Play Store. Game Mic, it's in the emotions.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for listening into Game Mic. Action should resume as soon as your broadcaster is ready to go. This is Game Mic.
Max Preps is America's source for high school sports, and we're looking for more broadcasters out there that have an interest in providing live audio from their high school events. No experience needed, but it can be gained. Email socialmp@cbsinteractive.com to learn more. That's socialmp@cbsinteractive.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Division I state championship game. A very intense one between the number 1 ranked in state, DePere Redbirds, taking on Arrowhead Warhawks. DePere still undefeated, 29-0 right now. Looking to continue that run here to finish it off here in the Division I state title. Looking for a perfect season, more like, here, as the Arrowheads really started off with the lead here to start it. But now, DePere has worked their way back and taken a 2-point lead here heading into the second half. I am very excited for the second half. Both teams, it's been a defensive fight. Both teams shooting under 40% today. DePere shooting 30% from the field. Arrowhead shooting 20% from the field. And the free throws don't look too good either. DePere 3 of 8 from the line. Co-op with Milan Mochilovic. 25-20 here. What does Arrowhead have to respond? Bennett Basic, 3. Off the front rim, rebounded by DePere. They got momentum right now. John Kinziger has 11 points. Left screen on left side, Hornseth. Zach Kinziger drives in, lays it in. Here they go, 5-0 run to start the half here. 17-10 left to go. We're not even a minute left here in the second half, and DePere is already off to a red-hot start. Arrowhead needs to respond quickly here before DePere can run away with this thing. Bennett Basic on the left wing. Basic. Crossover, spin. Basic. Spins again. Back to the top of the key. Mac Ricky drives with the right hand. Shot blocked, but a foul called on, I believe that was DePere's Zach Kinziger. That's his first foul of the night here. Going to the line, Mac Ricky, who is an 84% free throw shooter for Arrowhead. A much needed one, right, Matt?
Yes, they need it right now. There you go.
Free throw's good by Recky, the first one. Second half just getting a little underway here if you're just joining us. Pierce starting off on a 5-0 run here. Now Mac Recky at the line. Recky, second free throw, splash. 16:49 left to go in the game. DePere trying to keep that perfect season alive. John Kinziger drives in the paint, fouled in the paint, and he'll get free throws coming up. What are your thoughts on John Kinziger coming off the half with a bang?
I thought it's one of those things where, like, it was needed for DePere because DePere was just asleep in the first half. I mean, not really asleep, but like they were struggling, like not looking like themselves. But John Kinziger coming out with a bang, just absolutely woke their student section up, woke everyone up. But now at the line, you got Kinziger as well shooting. So
second free throw, no good. 2 misses for a guy that shoots 94% on the free throw line. That just shows you might be nervous still that he's in the state championship game. 28-22, DePere leads. Alex Kramer throws a bounce pass and turns it over. Taking it back on the other side now. Taking off the floor.
Get Hornseth in the paint.
Yep. Hornseth, you're right, Matt Peck.
Body him.
Gilbert. 2 big men going at each other. Arguably 2 of the best.
Body him.
Kinziger, spin move. Lift is good. Will Hornseth making Chase Gilbert look like he's nothing out there right now.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I said. Those 2 bodying each other. Now try to get Gilbert in the paint and have him do back to Hornseth.
Oh! DePere forces another turnover. They are red hot right now. 30-22. 15:46 left to go. Zach Kinziger drives. Left hand, left. Almost went in.
Oh my goodness.
On that one. Zach Kinziger does not get the bounce, but he's going to the line here. Beautiful pass. Will Hornseth on the right post. Finding Zach Kinziger in the paint. It's just a beautiful play right there. And Zach Kinziger will go to the line for 2. First free throw is good. Zach Kinziger is an 84% free throw shooter on the year, averaging 15.5 points per game. He's got 7 tonight here so far, 31-22. Second free throw up on the way. That one's good. Double-digit lead for DePere now. Coming out the half with a huge lead right now.
We forgot to mention this earlier. DePere doesn't foul.
Timeout. Arrowhead, you know DePere's rolling. Listen to this DePere crowd.
If DePere doesn't win this game, they'd be the first team in Wisconsin State history to go 30-0.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Unbelievable season by DePere. Can they hold on? They just need to hold on for 15 minutes and 39 seconds. They lead Arrowhead here and 15-39. They're up by 10 and they're 15 minutes away from a state title as well. And our final game tonight here. Matt Peck, tell us some ads.
So why do teenagers play high school sports? Some participate for a sense of purpose, some play to inspire others, and some for the friendships they develop. Very few mention they participate to get an athletic scholarship because they know that less than 2% of all high school athletes are awarded a sports scholarship. Whatever the reason for playing, student athletes enjoy all the benefits of participation, including making better decisions. This is a message from Station and the WIA keeping the education in sports.
Thank you, Matt Peck. Really good game tonight here, Division I state championship game. 15:39 left to go in the game. At the Kohl Center here, final game of the weekend here for the boys basketball WIA state basketball tournament here. It's been an incredible turnout with crowd here.
All I gotta say is if you're Arrowhead right now, you gotta wake up because you're down by 10 now. You were just leading in the first half, so you definitely gotta wake up now.
Think about this, Matt Peck. DePere started the half, 3 minutes in, they already got 12 points.
Yeah.
They're hot.
Guess they are hot.
Yep. 12-2 run to start the half for DePere. What does the Arrowhead have out of the timeout? In the paint, drawing the foul is Mac Recchi. He's going to get free throws.
They needed that one.
There. Yep.
They needed that basket to go in for a chance at an N1, but I guess shooting is better than giving DePere the ball back. So he's got to make both these free throws. A strategy is get Gilbert.
Oh, first free throw no good by Mac Recchi.
Get Basic and Gilbert in there. They got to body him out in that situation. So Basic and Gilbert got to get in there. They got to body Herman, Kinziger, all of them out. And
second free throw is good. 84% free throw for Mac Recchi in the year. He goes 1 of 2 from the line. 32-23. DePere leads. Really hot second half start here, led by John Kinziger of DePere. Kinziger finds Zach Kinziger in the paint. Spin move on the left side. Layup, no good, but a foul is called as he goes up for the hook over 2 guys. Let's see who the foul is on Arrowhead.
Arrowhead's number 24,
Chase Gilbert, his 4th foul.
Zach Kinziger.
What does head coach Craig Hossey of Arrowhead have to do right here? Does he keep him in the game for the rest of this one?
Tough. tough situation because it's your last game of the year. Let's remember that. But you also don't want them to be fouled out, like say you do come back. So that's a tough choice for the coach of Arrowhead in this situation.
Not too good of a night for Jace Gilbert. Only 4 points and 3 rebounds. Last night he had a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. It shows how Will Hornseth on DePere is shutting him down. The 6'8 forward compared to the 6'5 Jace Gilbert. Jace Gilbert's just a bigger man. That's why he's physical. On the ground foul here on DePere. Demovsky commits a foul for DePere. 15 minutes left to go in the Division I state championship game. DePere up by 11, 34-23.
Thank you.
15 minutes away from a 30-0 season and a perfect one. Oh! What were you going to say, Matt Peck, before?
Thank you to the 102 people that are listening to us right now.
There's a lot of people broadcasting, so that's expected for us tonight here.
Yeah.
Taking up the floor now. DePere forces another Arrowhead turnover. That's Arrowhead's 7th turnover of the night. Not a team that turns the ball over a lot. DePere, though, known for forcing turnovers. Taking up the floor. Zach Hinziger. Will Hornseth on the left corner. Looking to go to work on Jace Gilbert. Crossover, drives in the paint. Guarded tight by Gilbert. Oh, good defense for Arrowhead on that one. Yep. Kramer in the fast break. Bounce pass. Villarreal on the left post. Back outside. Left wing. 3-point shot. Bang! Much needed 3-point shot. Mac Ricky hits it. He's got 14. It's an 8-point game now. They're slowly going to try to keep their way back in this game.
Yes, they are. Oh.
3-point shot, no good by Zach Kinziger on the right wing.
Here's your chance to get back in it. What you got to do is you got to make smart shot selections. Do not be making. So if you're contested on a 3-point shot, do not take the 3-point shot. Find a guy that's open. You get DePere to miss now. You got to find a way to get some buckets to get right back in it.
Alex Kramer driving in to the right wing. Villarreal, Austin Villarreal, the senior, leading scorer, falls and gets fouled for a foul. I don't know. He might have slipped.
He might have slipped on his own. That's one of those tough calls that you got to worry about there. One of those things did he slip? Oh, I don't know. That's tough. I mean, it's kind of hard for the ref to see in that situation, though, where he slipped or else somebody else's foot tangled up with it.
Mac Recchi, the leading scorer tonight. Oh my goodness, over Will Hornseth. It's a 6-point game now, 34-28. They've cut the lead from 10-6. They're slowly creeping back in this game. DePere trying to answer their lead right back and get it right back up. Corner 3. Oh, air ball by Herman. Arrowhead, he's got the momentum right now. On a 5-0 run. Recchi, he's leading this team right now. 16 points. Bounce pass, travel. Bennett Basic traveled. He dribbled it and then he passed. He picked it up. He picked up his dribble.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, can't do that, unfortunately. That's what's going to... Arrowhead had the chance, though, to make a 3 and make it only a 3-point game in that situation. Now, you got to try to get DePere to miss again. But what you got to keep doing is playing good defense on him.
Oh,
he pushed him.
It seems like Bennett Basic seemed to force a tip ball on Demovsky of DePere, and he just happened to run into number 4, Zach Kinziger, and commits his foul. I believe that's his 3rd foul.
Yes,
Jace Gilbert going to the bench now. 4 fouls tonight.
That's unfortunate for Arrowhead.
Coach Hazy, 23rd year coaching this team, taking a chance. This would probably be his first title. 3-point shot, Zach Kinziger off the front rim, no good. Rebound, Arrowhead. They can cut the lead even more right now. 34-28, DePere leads over Arrowhead. Driving in the paint, Mac Recchi, he's leading this game. Gets fouled, drives in the paint over contact, over Hornseth. Five fouls in the half committed by DePere. Let me read this one time before the shoot free throws, Matt Peck. DePere's 8 of 14 from the line tonight. It's not looked too good.
No, they do not.
That usually shoots really good free throws.
Gotta make him here, though.
Yeah, first one by Recchi's good. He's got 17 points. Yeah, he's got more than half of their points right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Second free throw by Recchi. He's taking his time. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound by DePere. The score is now 34-29. DePere leads. A little under 13 minutes left to go. It's John Kinziger passes up to the corner.
Oh, what a pass! That tricked me even.
Mid-range jumper, Zach Kinziger, no good. Hornseth with the putback. 36-29. Will Hornseth 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. Good night for the senior center. 3-point shot, Basic, bang!
Oh, wow.
Brennan Basic hits a 3-pointer, and that's a back down to a 4-point game now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The scoring is right back. John Kinzinger on the other end for DePere. Can they respond right back? Defense chance out for Arrowhead. Excuse me. Out to the right wing. Zach Kinzinger to the top of the key. Herman loses the ball. Hornset double team. Arrowhead has really got the momentum right now. 12 minutes left to go in the game. Base Ricky 3. No good. The crowd would have exploded for Arrowhead if he would have made that to cut it to 1. No good. DePere.
Too big of a lane.
Block. Oh,
Whoa. I don't think so.
Garrett Sexton with an amazing block, but a foul called on him.
Let's look at that again. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, hit him in the arm.
Yep.
You know, at first I didn't think they called the foul, but then I was going to say it hit the bottom of the hoop. So it's like, oh, he missed it.
Hogan Domofsky at the line, only a 66% free throw shooter. He misses the first one. Yeah, like Matt Peck, we're seeing a shift of momentum right now here.
Yes, we are.
Arrowhead's really picking it up. Can Domofsky make the second one? Oh, no, he cannot.
Oh, boy.
Stays a 4-point lead. Arrowhead, the whole entire student section is filled with like all the seats right now. Basic loses the ball, but he recovers it. Almost a good steal by Domofsky on the left corner. Villarreal now. Villarreal drives, goes up with his right hand. And 2-point game now. Arrowhead on an 8-0 run. Just terrorizing the big man of DePere. Making them look like babies out there right now. Oh my goodness.
Timeout, DePere.
Timeout, DePere. We've got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. 11:32 left to go in the game. Number 1 ranked DePere leads 36-34 on the number 2 ranked Arrowhead. We'll take a 15-second game break. Don't leave us, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves a tight game in the Division I state championship. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the state championship game of Division I between the top two teams in state. Number 1 ranked DePere, also ranked 29th nationally. I guess number 2 ranked in state, Arrowhead, in this tightly contested state championship final game. Arrowhead, DePere really came out at the second half with the lead here, but now Arrowhead cuts the lead down to 1 now as Villarreal makes his free throw. 36-35, 11:30 left to go in the game. What a game to close out our basketball season here, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle your seatbelts. DePere only leads by 1 right now. Taking up the floor, John Kinzinger. He's the leader of this team. 12 points tonight. Kinzinger finds it over to Domofsky. Guarded tight by Bennett Basic of Arrowhead. Domofsky looking for a man. He can't find anybody. Finally finds a guy. Zach Kinzinger. Over to Will Hornseth at the top of the key. Domofsky back to Will Hornseth. Hornseth drives in. Trying to post up his man on Jace Gilbert. Hornseth gets the one! Over Jace Gilbert. Jace Gilbert's got 4 now. I don't know.
That's tough. I don't know if you're
That's really good defense by Jace Gilbert as well. It's just Will Hornseth's just too tough. He's got 10 points here, and he's going to the line for an and one, a 3-point play.
If you're Craig Haase, I don't know what you do in that situation because it's one of those things where like.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah,
Jace Gilbert going to the bench. Coach Haase of Arrowhead putting him to the bench here and taking a chance. DePere leads by 3. Hornseth trying to complete the 3-point play right now. Free throws up. Rims out. Stays a 3-point game. 10:48 left here to go in the game of the Division I state championship game. Arrowhead trails DePere. Taking up the floor for Arrowhead. Mac Recchi, the star of the game. Turns it over to John Kinzinger. Kinzinger will take it up the floor for DePere now and slow it down. John Kinzinger driving in, spin move, top of the key. Will Hornseth driving in, looking for a man. Back to Kinziger, gets a screen on the left by Hornseth. Kinziger finds his brother Zach. Bounce pass in the paint. Dunks it down with the top on Jim. Will Hornseth puts the DePere Redbirds up by 10 or 5, excuse me, with 10 minutes left in the game. Oh my goodness, what a night by Will Hornseth, and the turnover forced. On the other end, John Kinziger, layup, it's good! 7-point lead, and momentum right back to DePere. Timeout, Arrowhead. Just like that.
What? Arrowhead is completely just falling apart. That is absolutely embarrassing what we just witnessed. Arrowhead, what they just did, turnover after turnover after turnover. It's like watching. It's like I don't even know how to describe what just happened. I mean, that's just, they were down by 1 point, ladies and gentlemen. 1 point. Now they're down by 7. How do you let that happen in a state championship game? That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Craig Hazy better be saying something in that huddle right now. That's all I gotta say.
It's looking really, really good right now for the DePere Redbirds. A team that's battled through a lot of adversity this year. 29-0. Yes, you heard that right. 29-0. Oh, also 29th in the country as well. How about that? Looking to make a 30-0 and a perfect season tonight. What a season for the 16-year veteran coach, Brian Winchester of the DePere Redbirds. Can they hold on for 9 minutes and 55 seconds to get that gold ball?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. 42-35.
Will Hornseth for DePere has really just overpowered Jace Gilbert of Arrowhead. He's forced them to commit 4 fouls in this game. It's been crazy. Jace Gilbert, we expected him to play really good tonight. I forgot they had Will Hornseth on DePere though. What a game we have here at the Kohl Center in Madison to finish off the Division I state championship game here. Here we go. Arrowhead will be inbounding the ball. 9:55 left to go in the game. Taking up the floor is Bennett Basic. He's got 7 points and 5 rebounds tonight. Arrowhead shooting 33% from the field, DePere 31. Basic taking up the floor. Bennett Basic gets a screen on the right from Garrett Sexton. Basic driving in with the right hand. Over 2 defenders. Can't get that to go. Tough shot. Just couldn't fall. Now DePere will be taking up the floor now.
Smart basketball if you're DePere, because this game is far from over, so you got to figure out something. Oh. No shot. On the ground foul called by Arrowhead as John Kinziger was ready to go blow by the defenders of Arrowhead. 17th foul here. Arrowhead, DePere will be going to the line here. John Kinziger, the 94% free throw shooter. He's missed 2 today, so don't be fooled by that. Yeah, I'm not going to be fooled. I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah. Anybody can miss it at any time. Oh,
but that one's pure. Right down the net. Nothing but net, I should say. Both teams in the regular bonus here shooting one-on-one the rest of the way. Second free throw. Splash. That shows that he's a 94% free throw shooter. Makes free throws look like it's nothing. Lead back up to 9 by DePere. Alex Kramer taking up the floor. Bennett Basic. Driving in. On the ground foul called here, and Basic will go for a one-on-one free throw right now.
Number 2, Gabe Herman. Third personal, 17th foul. Hogan Monty's back in for the Redbirds. DePere's over the limit. Arrowhead now in the bonus. It'll be Bennett Basic at the line, shooting 1-1.
Bennett Basic, once again, an 81% free throw shooter on the season. For his first trip to the line tonight. One-on-one free throw. First one. Ooh, rims in. Gets the bounce. For an 81% free throw shooter, he should be able to make both of these. I hope I don't jinx it either. Second free throw up by Basic. It's good. 7-point game now. DePere leads 44-37. 9:13 left to go here in this state Division I state championship game. Taking up the floor for DePere. John Kinziger, 16 points tonight.
DePere's already matched the points they've had last half already, and there's still 9 minutes left in this half.
Oh yeah. Taking up the floor. Will Hornseth, been a physical man all night. Off the glass and one! Say it with your chest, Will Hornseth. He's been doing that all night. and can put the DePere Redbirds up by 10 right now with the and 1. 3-point play chance coming up. It's too easy. No Jace Gilbert in the game, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
He's gonna make you pay. Hornseth, 66% from the line. Free throws up. Rims in. Lead back up to double digits for the undefeated DePere. 8:50 left here to go in the game. 47-37. DePere leads over Arrowhead. Mac Recchi, 17 points tonight, leading for Arrowhead. Passes to Bennett Basic. Basic driving in. Bennett Basic gets fouled on the ground. He's going to get free throws. A one-on-one coming up again. Went 2 of 2 last time. Will he connect again on this next trip to the line? Another one-on-one coming up here.
Arrowhead has battled through a tough schedule this year, being from Milwaukee area, kind of outside, about 30 minutes outside of Milwaukee. They've battled through a really tough schedule. Wisconsin Lutheran, Pewaukee, all these teams that they've played this year. They battled with, trying to think who else. DePere right now, for example.
Yep, second free throw good. And last 2 trips in the line, Bennett Basic goes 2 of 2 on both for the 81% shooter. 47-39. DePere leads. 8:33 left here to go in the game of this Division I state championship game. The final one here this weekend. Taking up the floor. John Kinziger, spin move. Goes up with a reverse and gets called with a foul. Beautiful play by John Kinziger. Arrowhead fans do not like it. But that's just John Kinziger being one of the Mr. Basketball right now.
Yeah.
Kinziger is going to go to the line here. He'll shoot 2. Trying to put the Redbirds up by 10 again. First free throw. Good. Second free throw's up. That's also good. 94% free throw shooter, like I said again. John Kinziger has 18 points. The senior really wants the state title. They might get it. They just have to hold on for 8 more minutes. They lead by 10. Driving in the paint. Bennett Basic. Austin Villarreal signaling, waving his man off Basic. Villarreal calling for ISO. Drives in the paint. Goes up with the right hand. No good. Off the front rim. Rebounded by DePere. DePere can extend their lead right now. Their biggest lead right now is 10. They want to extend their biggest lead right now. John Kinziger getting a screen from the right. Thought about a 3, doesn't take it. Looking for a man. Zach Kinziger now. 10 points tonight for him. Finds it over to Herman on the right wing, top of the key. Back over on the other side. John Kinziger now. The captain. Captain John Kinziger drives in. Guarded tap by Mac Recchi. Bounce pass. Oh, beautiful bounce pass. Reverse can't go. Oh, but a foul call there as Hornseth goes for the putback, but I don't know. I don't know about that foul call.
That's tough. I gotta say that right now. That's a little tough. Bodied guys in the group. Let's see right now. The show on the replay board here.
Is when they tip it back in. No, there's no foul.
There's no foul there.
He didn't touch him.
He didn't touch him. Wow.
Yeah, he makes first one. This might cost Arrowhead. You never know.
This probably will cost Arrowhead.
As John Kinziger makes the first free throw. Second one on the way. That's good. Yep, they get costed on that one. DePere extends their biggest lead of the night now to 12, 51-39. 7:15 left to go in the state Division I state championship game. Driving in the paint. On the ground foul here. Alex Kramer draws a foul as he drives to the right baseline. Number 2, Evan Herman. His 4th personal foul of the night. Gabe Herman, excuse me. 7:11 left to go in the game. Jace Gilbert checking back in here with 4 fouls.
Yeah.
You got nothing to lose at this point if you're Craig Hossie.
You got nothing to lose right now. You gotta figure out something. Move around something. It's your last game. It's his last. He's playing again next year probably as he's a junior, but still.
A lot of seniors on this team as well.
Whoops. Wrong team.
5 of them. 3 of them starters. Second free throw's good by Alex Kramer, the senior guard. 10-point game again, 51-41. Arrowhead, DePere leads. 7:05 left here to go here in the game. We've got a good one here down this one, folks. Left corner, three-point shot, DePere. Off the front rim. Oh, Hornseth.
You needed that rebound. You needed that rebound if you were Arrowhead.
Gilbert, you got to get that. On the right corner, Zach Kinzinger back up to his brother John. Oh, pump fake by Gregory. Passing it around the corners. Three-point shot. Zach Kinzinger. Bang! 13-point lead for DePere. The momentum is all of them right now. DePere, 5 of 15 from 3. They really started to heat it up here in the second half. 6:25 left to go in the game. They lead by 13. Basic drives, spin moves. Jace Gilbert at the free throw line. Posts up his man Hornseth. Gilbert goes up, can't hit it. Rebound by Hornseth. DePere can kind of seal the deal right now, honestly. In the paint, Zach Kinzinger gets the layup. Timeout, Arrowhead, and DePere can feel the undefeated season.
What the hell is it?
And the gold ball could be coming their way in about 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 56-41, DePere leads over Arrowhead. 6:06, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you of our sponsors today. Let's go into today's game is sponsored by the Department of Transportation, Wisconsin Department of Transportation. It's time to join up the buckle up, phone down movement. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation challenges all Wisconsin drivers to put safety first by taking the 2 most important actions to prevent or survive a crash. Use your seatbelt on every trip and put down the phone when driving. Buckle up and phone down on every trip, every time. It's not a suggestion, it's a requirement. How about that? Today's game is also sponsored by Rural Mutual Insurance, live audio read. When you're faced with a challenge and how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WI Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started in 1965. From basketball to hockey to wrestling and gymnastics, the award recognizes more than team sponsorship. It recognizes the sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WI and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions. Back to Elijah Minxalata.
Awesome job, Matt Peck. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 56-41 lead. Number 1 ranked DePere in the state, 29th in the nation according to Max Preps. Closing in on an undefeated 30-0 season here, leading 56-41 over number 2 Arrowhead in the state. Can Arrowhead make a last-minute push to possibly get themselves in the game, Matt Peck?
It's going to be tough.
Really hard.
Make their shots like right there.
Nope.
Rebound.
Good rebound by
Keep your
rebound though. Yep, they got hit shots quick now though. Mac Recchi drives in the paint, on the ground foul. They will shoot in the double bonus now. And if you're Mac Recchi, you got to make both free throws here. His last 2 trips go on 2 for 2. See if he can go 2 of 2 again on this next trip. They need it. Recchi's leading this team right now with 17 points. The senior guard does not want to go home yet.
Being down 15 points, you got to make something.
Oh
my
first
Lord.
one rims out. Trip Walsh and Garrett Sexton checking in for Arrowhead for Bennett Basic and Jace Gilbert. Gilbert, not a good night for him tonight. Foul trouble, and he can't get his rebounds tonight. Will Hornseth is making him look like he's not as good as you think he is. Second free throw is good by Recchi. 14-point game now, 56-42. 5:45 left to go in the Division I state championship game. Arrowhead's playing really tight defense now. They got to get stops immediately here. Time's ticking. They trail by 14. DePere sensing their perfect 30-0 season. Driving in the paint, number 1, John Kinzinger. DePere moving the ball around here. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do for the most end of this game now until the foul comes. As both teams shoot in the double bonus for the rest of the way. Yeah, they're just holding the ball here. Hornseth at the left wing now. Swinging the ball around. Finding someone. Picks up his dribble. Finally finds a guy. Top of the key. Back to Hornseth. At the Wisconsin logo is Zach Kinzinger, the sophomore. Kinzinger drives. Goes up with the left hand. Blocked, but a foul called. Oh. A lot of questionable calls tonight.
Let's look at the replay on that one. That's going to be tough. Let's see. He came in awfully hard.
Oh, I don't know actually. I didn't see a hand on him. I think that was clean.
That's tough. I think that was clean. I honestly think I do. I honestly think DePere should not be shooting free throws right now.
Well, Zach Kinzinger, the 84% free throw shooter, gets his free throws to go. How about the Kinzinger brothers tonight? John and Zach, 18 and 17 points combining for, I don't even know, I don't want to do the math right now, but I think that's 35.
I love to see the money that family's going to have someday.
Oh, yeah. Second free throw's good by Zach Kinzinger. He's got 17 now. 58-42. DePere leads, driving to the paint. On the ground foul here. A lot of on the ground fouls right now.
Comes on DePere for 33, Bryce Gregory, his first.
Bryce Gregory commits the foul off for DePere. That's his first foul of the night here. Going to the line for 2 for Arrowhead is Alex Kramer. First free throw's up, it's good.
Walsh and Sexton back in.
Got to figure out something. Arrowhead, seriously. I mean, I haven't even updated my score. What am I doing? Oh my goodness.
No good. Rebound by Sexton though. They needed that.
Arrowhead, you got to get in right now. You got to get in right now. Just a
lock in. They got to lock in.
Requirement. It's not an option no more for you, Arrowhead. It's a requirement for you to score a bucket here.
Oh, VJ Real can't get it, but Garrett Sexton gets the putback. 13-point lead now. Cut the lead down here. A 3-point possession by Arrowhead.
Now if you're Arrowhead, you need to lock up. Lock up. Like I said, it's not an option, it's a requirement.
Do not follow John Kinzinger if you're Arrowhead because he's a 94% free throw shooter. I understand he missed 2 today. Oh, crossover, step back, doing the little wrist flex dance on him. John Kinzinger, what a night for the Mr. Basketball Player of the Year. He's got 20. 60-50, 45, DePere leads. 4:10 left there to go in the game. Villarreal, the right wing, drives in, spins. Mid-range.
Oh my
backboard,
goodness.
no good. Mid-range jumper, Alex Kramer. Off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by DePere. 3:55 left to go in the Division I state championship.
You got to be joking me. That's all Arrowhead can come up with. I mean, that's ridiculous. You come to state to play for a reason, not to stand around and not run anything. That's absolute absurd right there. They should be able to run plays better than that. Not be missing easy shots like that. You have a DePere team right in front of you right now who's playing tonight. Nearly survived your conference rival Kettle Moraine last night. Kettle Moraine, who's coming in the playoffs with 10 losses, and you're losing to them worse than Kettle Moraine lost to them last night.
I'm going to tell you something, Matt Peck. DePere looks way better than they did last night. That's something they really needed for a team that's been on the field all year.
What DePere's telling Arrowhead is to not come, like they tell other people as well.
Not a reference to you, definitely not.
Yeah.
Top of the key, Demovsky. Demovsky getting trapped by Kramer at the center court logo. Villarreal guarding Zach Kinzinger. Hornseth setting the screen for John Kinzinger.
Okay, Arrowhead, it's time to play defense. It's crunch time. There's 3 minutes left. Get up on his face.
Hornseth back out. 2:55 left here to go now. They're just dribbling the clock out. No fouls committed yet for Arrowhead. Both teams at 10 fouls here. DePere sensing their undefeated season here. The 29th ranked team nationally by Max Preps. Number 1 in Wisconsin. Sensing it right now, and they can feel it. The crowd, it's really quiet right now, but I'm sure in about a minute it'll be loud.
Maybe they should invest in a shot clock. I hate seeing all this passing around with the ball. This is ridiculous. They've held the ball for a minute and a half already.
Oh, yeah, that's a blocking foul. Villarreal trying to draw the charge. He falls forward, doesn't have his feet set though, and now Zach Kinzinger will go to the line shooting 2. He's got 17 points tonight. Kinzinger, 84% from the line this season. Zach Kinzinger has 17. His brother, the Kinzinger brothers, compare for 37 combined tonight. First free throw. That's good. 61-45 now.
And fans start to leave, thankfully, so I can get home faster.
Yeah, we're going home tonight. That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Second free throw is good by Zach Kinzinger. 19 points, 17-point lead, and a TV timeout here. The DePere fans sensing the championship here. They're all on their feet right now. How about that? A 30-0 season incoming here. 2:20 left here to go in the game. We'll take a 50-second game break. Don't leave us, ladies and gentlemen.
I really want to be a sports broadcaster, but not sure how to get started.
Have you done any broadcasting before?
No, but I know I need experience, but just not sure how.
You should really download the game.
Welcome back to Madison, Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 62-45. DePere is winning. Shockingly.
I'm shocked, bro. I'm very shocked.
Yeah, so am I. Me seeing Arrowhead many times this year, I want to express my deepest gratitude for them to getting the state this year. Extremely well-played team coming from the Classic 8. Saw them play against Muskego and Wisconsin Lutheran. That was weird. Something just came in the rough. Anyways, 62.
Saw them play at Fiserv Forum against Oak Creek as well. Really good game. Earlier in December. But DePere, let's focus on them right now. 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from being not only the state champions, but having a perfect season, going 30-0. I believe that we will chance coming out for DePere. Let's listen to this. In the paint, layup is no good. Alex Kramer rebounded by DePere. DePere's sensing that state championship really well. The press is on for Arrowhead. Taking up the floor. Gabe Herman.
Maybe you should start.
Oh, what a bounce pass in the paint. John Kinziger with the finish and the lead up to 19 for DePere. The state championship is coming their way, and Brian Winchester's team is going to come away with it here. Schmidt's shot from the free throw line. Mac Recchi cannot hit it. The press is still on by Arrowhead. On the other side, Hornset, they're going to hold it here. 1:30 left to go in the state championship game. They're going to slow it down. The crowd rises to their feet for DePere. Oh! John Kinziger on takeover mode right now. He's still going as he lays it in. 24 points for Mr. Basketball Co-Player of the Year. 66-45. DePere is going to win this game tonight here. Just one more minute till they can seal the deal for their perfect season and a state championship. Bennett Basic 3, no good. Rebounded by Jace Gilbert. Gilbert goes up, reverse layup is good. 66-47 now. 55 seconds left here to go in the game. Taking up the floor now for DePere. A foul committed. And Craig Ossie is starting to concede this game here. He's going to send all seniors out.
Let's talk about this. Let me just pull this up real quick as they're going in a timeout. Fans get loud.
30-0 season incoming with the 29th team ranked in the nation and the #1 team in Wisconsin. Unbelievable season.
Let's look at Arrowhead runs.
Let's talk about DePere. A year ago, losing to Menominee Falls in the sectional final. I knew they wanted to come back with adversity this year, and they did just that. Zach Kinziger at the line here makes the first free throw. 19 points for him. The lead going back up to 20 for DePere. 48.4 left here to go in the game. A curtain call here for both teams. As the benches clear out on both sides of the floor.
How about the tough schedule that Arrowhead played this year? Let's remember that. Once. Milwaukee Academy of Science they played. Canada Memorial twice. Carmen Northwest, Waukesha West. Maguanago was a tough team this year.
Kettle Moraine,
yeah, they got here as well. They played a tough schedule this year.
Second free throw is no good. 45 seconds left to go. DePere closing in on a championship game. The bench clears out here for Arrowhead. Number 22, Andy Cochran drives in, layup, no good. Rebounded by DePere. 33 seconds left here. I'm assuming they're going to hold it up here. A timeout called by DePere to sub out Zach Kinziger. Evan Herman's subbing out here. And the bench is cleared. 31.6 left to go in the game. The #1 ranked DePere in the state's going to take the Division I state championship game here in 31 seconds. In the top of the key now is number 5 for DePere, Caleb Ditchy, the senior, holding the ball here. They're just going to pass it around here. Solidly moving it. In the paint, layup is good. Who is that? Number 25, junior Colin Wicker of DePere, 69-47 here. 12 seconds left here to go in the game.
How about this is a travesty? Why?
The unbelievable 30-0 season and the Division I WIA State Basketball Champions, 69-49 the final here, ladies and gentlemen. What a game on both sides. We want to congratulate as well.
Good job,
Arrowhead,
DePere.
for
Good job,
making it here.
DePere. Nice job.
DePere.
Solid DePere. Nice.
Unbelievable season for the DePere Redbirds. Let's talk about the resume real quick.
Yeah.
30-0,
Yep.
finishing the year. Division I state champions. They have to call Mr. Basketball Player of the Year, John
Yeah.
Kinziger, senior. Talk about a way to end his high school career, now transferring over to Illinois State University next year.
Let's put DePere in a national tournament once. Let's put them in a national tournament once. We should get a Max Preps nationwide tournament like they actually put on March Madness. DePere would come in as a 9 seed in a Midwest bracket, playing Fisher, Indiana. Probably would be a tough one for them if they would get to that. And obviously, there is no nationwide March Madness for high school from Max Preps when it was done on a scale basis. But what a way for DePere, 30-0. Come on.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Listen to this crowd of DePere right now. It is rocking here at the Kohl Center in Madison. What a way to end an amazing weekend of basketball, high school, state basketball here. The state basketball tournament. What a weekend.
I also like to give a shout out to Arrowhead. They have respect for outside broadcasters that want to come in and broadcast the game. They let us come in twice this year and broadcast the
on
game.
CBS too.
Yeah,
Our one broadcast on CBS.
I'll give them a shout out. They have respect for people coming in from the outside to broadcast the game.
Let's listen to this trophy presentation here coming up here. We're going to start it off here. I'm going to send it over to the PA announcer for the trophy presentation coming up here for first Arrowhead. Taking it here. They're going to get the silver ball.
This is, yeah.
The silver medal presentation here coming up.
This is Toole Creek High School seniors doing broadcasting throughout the state of Wisconsin.
And
trying not to lose my voice, trying not to fall asleep on the way home. We did it. The high school basketball season is over. We will move on to baseball next. Let's figure out, just watch online where our first baseball game is going to be, because I got to look at that schedule before I can even think about that. Probably looking at a Pius versus Oak Creek on it.
Let's send
Saturday,
it over to the
April
PA
1st.
announcer real quick, actually, ladies and gentlemen.
Competition. Making the presentation tonight to the Division I teams will be Board of Control members Carl Morin, the District Administrator from Florence, Jill Stover, the Athletic and Activities Administrator from Waterford, Willie Chambers, Superintendent from Blackhawk, Corey Hinkle, Superintendent from Luck, and Mike Humke, member of the Board of Education in Dodgeville. They'll be assisted tonight by Kate Peterson-Aviat, Assistant Director of the WIA and Basketball Tournament Director. Will the members of the Arrowhead Warhawks please come forward as your name is called to receive your individual medals. Trip Walsh.
The team of Arrowhead getting represented right now as the silver medal champions here, the second place finish. Amazing season by the Arrowhead Warhawks, finishing the year 22-2 on the regular season, finishing. What a great resume for this team as well. Only losing 2 games, one to Wisconsin Lutheran and the second at Kettle Moraine. Very good team. Sam Leone being introduced here. The whole entire team of Arrowhead being introduced. Bennett Besic, another one of those great guys.
Tyler Davis. Andy Cochran.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for us tonight here from the Kohl Center in Madison. Amazing season for our basketball WIA Max Preps broadcast. We've reached a high of 636 viewers for our highest viewer count in a game this season. A Max Prep record. We'd like to just deep down thank everybody for the support for our whole entire season. Like Matt Peck said again, we will be back for baseball season. He'll be back to play-by-play. I'll be back to color commentator here. We'll be back here, though, next fall, or next winter, I should say, for the 2023-2024 basketball season. It's been a fun ride, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for listening to us all year long. Stay tuned for the baseball season coming up in the next few weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Vincelata signing off here alongside Matt Peck. Thank you guys so much. All right, that's a wrap.